Alright, so Kaiji is just your average tire stabbing BMW logo stealing bum. That's until a loan shark tells me he has to pay off $30,000 in debt his coworker racked up. He's then given an option. He can either spend the next 11 years of his life paying off this debt, or he can get enough money to pay off his debt 5 times over just by playing a simple game. This is the beginning of Kaiji's journey, a journey of pain and suffering, leaving behind a trail of dead niggas, cut off ears, slave labor, and much, much more. But throughout it all, Kaiji still kept chasing the bag. Starting in 2007, Kaiji Ultimate Survivor is a 52-episode anime based off the manga of the same name. So, at its core, Kaiji is an anime about gambling. It's a pretty fucking good one. The games in Kaiji are simple at face value, but become much more complex and in-depth once you really understand what's going on, which results in something like a rock paper scissors tournament turning into an 8-episode arc that manages to be entertaining and keep you on the edge of your seat for every single episode. And for me, that means a lot. One of the problems I've had with anime in recent times is that it's too fucking boring. If someone tells me, oh, just wait till episode 4, that's when it's gonna start getting good, then I'm gonna ignore them. If you can't get me interested in the first episode, then why would I continue watching? And trust me, Kaiji did not have this problem. It manages to keep your attention for the entirety of its 52 episodes without recycling old ideas or reusing plot points. One thing that I also find crazy is that this anime came out in 2007. Like, I was 2 years old when Kaiji came out, yet it still looks so fucking good. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but there are a lot of other anime that came out in 2007 that haven't stood the test of time. And I feel like one of the reasons that Kaiji still looks so good by today's standards is the unique art style. The heavy outlines and sharp pointed angles used really help it stand out, and it fits the overall vibe of Kaiji. That vibe being broke niggas gambling. I feel like the animation really starts to shine in moments where the tensions are high or characters are planning / revealing their high IQ plays and shit like that. Also, there's a narrator, and he's pretty cool. The main character, Kaiji, is written fantastically. He goes from being a bum to being a genuinely good person that's trying his hardest to make it out of the circumstances he's found himself in and trying to take down the people behind these games. Throughout the show, Kaiji gets fucked over a lot, but he learns from his mistakes, and throughout the show you can really see how good of a person Kaiji really is, constantly sticking his neck out for people and trying to help those in the same unfortunate situation he's in. Kaiji literally comes face to face with the person who's responsible for him, being in debt, and instead of beating the fuck out of him, he instead forgives him and tries to help him win the game. Like, genuinely, Kaiji's a better person than me. God knows I would have beat that nigga ass with the quickness. The main antagonist, or antagonists I guess, are pretty fucking cool. They obviously aren't on the same level as niggas like Griffith or Johan, but they're still cool nonetheless, and hearing their views on what they're doing and how they feel about the people they're putting these games through is kinda interesting and really makes you think about, well, everything. Obviously these niggas are fucked up, but the way they think is interesting regardless. If you ask someone about Kaiji, one of the first things they'll probably say is that it's the best gambling anime / manga out there, and they'd be telling you the truth. Kaiji is great at what it does, and to this day I still don't think any anime have come close to accomplishing what Kaiji did. And before anyone says Kakagurawi, just stop yourself and think, why did you watch that shit? Was it for the relatable characters and an interesting story? Or was it cause the main character had big tits? Truth be told, Kaiji still hasn't gotten the attention it deserves. When you think of the best anime from the late 2000s, you probably think of shit like Death Note, Code Geass, Gurren Lagann, and obviously these are all great, but so is Kaiji, yet I never hear it mentioned in any of these conversations. If you haven't watched Kaiji, I'd recommend that you add it to your list, because it's really fucking great, and to be honest, there's nothing like it out there. I watched Kaiji back in 2018, and when I rewatched it for this video, it was even better than I remembered. So please, do yourself a favor and go watch Kaiji. The only bad thing about it is that it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, but the manga continues right where the anime left off, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Kaiji is a really good anime, like it's really fucking good, so do yourself a favor and watch it. Both of the seasons are available on Crunchyroll, and like I'm not sponsored, but if anyone wants to sponsor me, you know what I'm saying? My DMs are open. Alright, so that was my first anime review. If you liked it, then subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you think I should keep doing anime reviews, if I should keep doing game reviews, if you fuck with it or not, what type of videos you want me to make. Just comment, just like, just do all that shit. Give me watch time. Yeah, regardless, I hope you niggas enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. That nigga Kaiji is most definitely pushing P. Ugh.